Baby dolls kill. Don't provoke, cause oh we will go.
Today's video is sponsored by TikTok, who butchered the M3GAN dance craze to death. M3GAN is a new killer doll film directed by Gerard Johnstone and produced by James Wan, the director of Aquaman and Annabelle. The film was released under Blumhouse Productions, who have been responsible for several hits in the past, including Get Out, The Black Phone, and Happy Death Day. If you haven't seen M3GAN yet and don't want to be spoiled, I'll have a timestamp on the screen showing when I enter my spoiler segment of the review. Going into my non-spoiler segment, I've gotta say M3GAN is such a fun movie. Do I think it lives up to the hype? In some ways, no. But in some ways, definitely yes. If you're here for the film's cheesiness and ridiculousness, you're gonna get loads of it. You're gonna love it for that. It fully embraces it unapologetically, and it really added to my enjoyment here. Violet McGraw gives a fantastic performance as our young lead Katie. I hope she continues in the horror genre. Allison Williams is great as well, although some things that her character Gemma may do throughout the film may make you a little bit mad. As for the film's pacing, I'll say it does take a bit to get going, but once you meet M3GAN, you are going to be locked in. This thing can sleep, sit, stand, or stare, and it can be creepy. Everything she does is creepy.
This is the part where you run.
Especially in the final 15 minutes, I was laughing, I was tense, it really was a great experience. Some of the writing here isn't the best, like you might not feel the emotion between Katie and Gemma, and certain things dropped in the film early on don't really get developed. The kills are entertaining enough, but the trailers really shouldn't have shown as much as they did, because this is a film where I wish I hadn't watched any of the trailers and just went to see it. The PG-13 rating holds it back, definitely. The gore here, there's not much. It was originally intended to be rated R, but they had to cut some things down, apparently. So don't go into this expecting a bloodbath, because it's not that. Overall, I would give this film a solid 6 out of 10. It's fun, it knows what the audience is here for, and it really kicks off 2023 to a fun start. Entering spoilers, I want to say that the fact that a sequel is teased at the end originally baffled me. So in our final 15 minutes of the film, M3GAN stops Gemma's friends from decommissioning her, does her dancing, earns her TikTok fame, scores 2 kills that you could predict from the trailers, and goes back to Gemma's home. There she confronts Gemma, and an intense and terrifying final stand ensues.
If she comes in this room, I'll rip your head right off your neck, I swear to God.
They eventually do defeat M3GAN by just beating the living crap out of her. M3GAN's AI seems to have transferred into Gemma's Alexa-type device towards the end, though. So we'll see what happens if this does get a sequel. I'm hoping it does, because this has quite a lot of potential, in my opinion. I say the sequel tease baffled me, but like I said, earlier in the film, we get some stuff that isn't really developed. One of those things is that we see the toys company boss. He almost catches his intern before he transfers files regarding M3GAN's design into a rival company's folder. So we could possibly see some idiot make another M3GAN, even though she commits all these murders in the film. But hey, someone thought it was smart to make 6 Jurassic Parks, so what do I expect from people these days? Regarding the kills, every single one of them is shown or alluded to in the trailers besides a dog, which really hurt me, by the way. Why'd you do that, M3GAN? Why? The little kid M3GAN yanks the ear off is hit by a car. M3GAN sprays her neighbor with weed killer. The toy company boss gets stabbed in the elevator, and so does his intern. All of that can be found in these trailers. It kills the hype for a bit of my portion of enjoying it. I come to these films to see how inventive they're going to make these kills, and I mean, they were all in the trailer, so I had no excitement going in. The film also didn't seem like it wanted to go full-on cheesy comedy or intense horror, because it goes back and forth between those two. Other than that, I've got to say I loved the movie, despite it not necessarily being great, if that makes sense. I guess I would call this one a guilty pleasure. I wouldn't call this a great movie, but if you're looking for a bestie to go to the movies with, kill 2 birds with 1 stone and go see M3GAN. How was the dancing at the start? Was it really that bad?